In this video, we will create Spring Boot CRUD example using Postman. So this is the flow. First, we will have to create MySQL DB, one schema and one table. According to table, we will create entity class and we will create repository and then service class, then controller. I'm showing how to create a Spring Boot CRUD in fast way or working. So many times we are creating projects, but at the end we will not be able to run the whole code. So this is the Spring initializer. Here I have selected Java, then language Java, project Maven, and this is group home.example. This is my project name, Berojgar Management, then jar Java 17 I will use, and you also can add dependency according to your requirement. Here Spring Web, Spring Data JPA, MySQL driver, Spring Boot DevTools, or this type you can add your dependencies. Okay. This is the fast way to create a Spring Boot project like this, is using Spring initializer, or another way to use STS Spring Tool Suite. Okay, now I will show how to write code on IntelliJ. Firstly, we will have to go our database. What is the first step of the CRUD operation is creating table. So I have created table like create database Berojgar Management. So this database will create, then I will use this database, then create table using this query, create table. Here table name, and I keep two fields in my table for the example like Berojgar ID and Berojgar name. Okay, so using this query you can create database and table on MySQL DB. Now according to this table you have to create this entity class. So entity class, when you download your project from here, if you generate this, I think I should show you how this will come. Spring initializer, Spring initializer. Here you will have to select the things like add dependency, Spring Web, like this. Add these things and generate. When you click on generate, you will found the zip file. Then where you have to keep this folder in your system, you can keep. Then you have to go your IntelliJ, then file, then open here Berojgar Management System, Berojgar Management. So I selected this, already selected this, so no need. Then you have to, if you download, then you will create your folder name, keep there your project, then open. Now, so these things already created in this project. Now I am saying this controller I have created, these things I have created only. This is already created. So firstly we will come to model class, model or entity. So the first is model class Berojgar. This is the first step. This is according to our table. When we have this is CRUD operation, in this we are working on this is the example of real life working of any project. So we fill a form, then form data will, when we submit, then data will save on database. So this is the general thing or we are also creating this example like this. Here we put those things that we have used on our table. So this is the ID, and this is our name according to our MySQL. Our ID is int type and our name is varchar, means string, integer and string. In MySQL, this is a structured query language, means here we can write like small letters or capital using underscore. But in Java, class name must be used like first letter is capital, then small, like, and variable name start from small letter. And so this is the Java based on camel cases, so you have to follow those rules. Then we will create repository. So repository is an interface, extends JPA repository, and here we keep our entity class. This is our entity class, Berojgar. Then second step is to write, this is our second step, second STEP step. I think this is third. First is create DB or table, DB and table. Second step, entity. So this is entity, second, then repository, third. In repository you have to keep in mind that the ID should be same like entity class. If you keep here long, then we will find an error. No error, not. When we save the data, then exception will come. Required integer and found long type. This type of exception will come. So you will have to use what you have keep in your entity. So in our case, this entity ID used integer. Now we will move forward. Berojgar service. This is our service code. So first we have to do that thing. This code is for list call without any ID. So in this code, all list will come, and using this behalf of ID we can fetch the data. And firstly, you don't need to this type of code. I am removing this. You will not confuse. Okay. First you have to save your code on your database, then you will have to move forward like get, put and delete. So first you have to save your data like this code. This is the entity class, and this is method, and this method we have key parameter like our entity class, then its object, and return auto add, return Berojgar repository dot save. So the save code in our CRUD repository. So we no need to write so much code. Using Spring Boot, we removed our boilerplate code. By using JPA repository, we can write our CRUD operation in few minutes. So this code will save your data, and this is our controller. The main thing, the methods we have deleted from service and controller. In service we write our business logics. So you have to save your data first. No need to write this type of patch mapping like. this is our save code on controller. Here we are calling our service method save Berojgar and passing the object like this method from service and calling this in controller. By using control plus click, you can go where it is created. The main thing is that how we can connect our database to our project. So we no need to write so much code. Using these lines of 8 line of code, you can connect your database and save your data. Like this is MySQL username, this is MySQL password, and no need. Or then you will find a server port already in use. Then you can change your server port, server.port 808123. You can change. Then so I will show you how my code is working. So this code, when you did this code, like entity created, repository created, I think I should entity created in model package, repository created in repository package, service created in service package. No need for now. Controller created in controller package. So this 4 class is mandatory: entity, repository, service, controller, and this is for database connectivity. I will upload the code on my blog, so you can copy and paste and run. And if you find any error, so do comment, then I will try to help you. When your code is created, then you have to run the code. My code is already running. This class will run your code. So this will found you here. src main Java. Inside Java, this is our main class already created. No need to create this. When you create on Spring Initializer, then this will come. And these package how to create, like here, this is like this. You can create your package, entity, controller, repository, service, like this. And inside the package you have to create class. So class using Java class, or you can direct paste your class here. If you are copying ChatGPT code, so you can copy your controller code, then paste here. So all code will come here. We will create post method using post mapping using Postman. So I have changed my code. I am running this again. So when you run, so like this, you will find Tomcat started on port 8081. Now we will save any data on our table. This is the query. By using, you can check how much data on your table. Yes, so by using this query, you can select your data. So here 7 records in starting, those data were not saved due to some errors. Now we will add another. Post mapping means save. Now we will create save method. When we save our data, so no need to write ID. For save, we have to come controller URL. This is API Berojgars. Then only this URL will work. Okay. We are using Postman, so this is local. Our local system will find this URL like HTTP. here s is not there, s is not available, and colon slash slash localhost colon 8081. This is our URL, and this is our controller URL. Okay, demo. Okay, then I will send this URL. This is post, send. This is for saving. This is body, raw and JSON. When we send the data in JSON, it will save. Okay, 200 status means our send request is successfully run. Now we will check our, so select query demo. Okay, now we will perform all the operations. This is how to one related problem is ID. ID means integer this is already I have said to you, when you are using integer, so you cannot use another data type. So now we will restart, stop, then restart our application. Okay, now we will change our method. Post have did get method, so post method we did, now we will use get method. So get method URL, when we want to fetch all the data, then we no need to use ID like this, get and send this, all the data will come. Okay, but when we want to call behalf of ID like demo 8, so only demo data will come. So for that we will have to write the ID like this. So this Now I will show what is we did write code for this. To get in service, we write this method get all and behalf of id get by id. Okay, and call this method in our controller like this, get all and get by id. Now we will move forward next method, which is get post. Now we will put put means update. When we want to update our data, we will use. Now in this we need to write like id, behalf of when we want to update any data. So keep in mind we must use id. If you don't use id, then all data will change of your table. So update and delete are the very dangerous, I guess this is very dangerous thing. If you don't use id, then all the data will delete or updated. So always keep in mind when you use update and delete query. So in this we will change this name, so demo update. Update. Now we will check our database, this is updated or not. So we will run this query demo update. Okay, then another query get post put, and now patch is not for we will check delete. So this is the part of our CRUD, get post put and delete. CRUD means create, delete, update and insert. So now we will use delete. For delete, we will delete our blank data. So we will check which data is blank. So here first we will check, this will confuse you. Here we are seeing 4th and 5th data is blank, so we will delete 4th data. So status 200 means data deleted successfully. Now fetch 4th one deleted. So thanks for watching. If you find some error or unable to write code like CRUD operation, then you will comment, then I will help you by using any desk, or I will give you code or project also. Thanks for watching.